What's going on? We back. Preview prediction for the Detroit Pistons taking on the Celtics. They're in Detroit tonight, Little Caesars Palace. Um, I believe the game, starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Pistons already lost to the Celtics twice. One was like a mini blowout, and the other one was competitive. And tonight there will be no Al Horford. Okay, no Al Horford. He out for a couple weeks. Celtics won 8 in a row. Pistons lost 7 in a row. In there, they're trying to dip and dabble in some trade talks with Markelle Fultz. If he get his shoulder together, some other moves potentially to be made. And it's obvious the Pistons don't have any support around Blake Griffin. Okay, Drummond shows up when he chooses to. Reggie Jackson is what he is at this point. He's just a steady guard that's just trying not to overstep his boundaries. And Luke Kennard is definitely failed to reach or even come close to the expectations this year, coming off injury. So Stanley hasn't done much. Reggie Bullock's been injured. So obviously the Pistons need to make a move. And if you can make a move to get a guy like Fultz without giving up Drummond and Griffin, I think it's worth the risk if his shoulder is good. Because you're not going to get no guy with that type of talent. And a lot of people are just worried about Markelle Fultz, the shoulder, his mental. Yeah, if his shoulder gets good, he can play. But Kyrie coming to town tonight, Jason Tatum, it's a tough game. You know what I'm saying? Should be some points involved. Boston is starting to come together. Like I said, 8 straight. Hayward is starting to feel himself. Jaylen Brown starting to feel himself. He just came off a mini injury. He had a good game versus New Orleans the other night when they rested a lot of the players. And the Celtics seem to be hitting their stride. I still think they need to, trade move some talent, but they're a talented team to go deep. I still like Toronto the most out of any Eastern Conference team. And then Boston, then it's distance between Boston and the next best team. So the Pistons have a great opportunity here to defeat the Celtics and stop their slide and stop their game winning streak. And it's going to start with Andre Drummond controlling the paint. Just simple as that. No Al Horford tonight. I mean, Theus and Morris and Tatum shouldn't be able to hold Dre in the paint tonight. Dre should have a 30 and 20 game, at least a 20 and 20 game. You know what I'm saying? It should be Dre Day all day at the Little Caesars Arena. Real talk. He should have a monster game. Now Blake struggled with first game in Boston, and they had I think a home and away, or away and a home. I can't remember which one it was, but Drummond. Blake struggled on the first one. I think with that Detroit, the first one he struggled, and Boston just jumped on him, and then the second one he came back and had a respectable game. We was at Boston the first time. No, we was at home the first time. He played 30 minutes, 77 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 turnovers the second time. It was 24. He had 24 points 3 days later in Boston, 15 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 turnovers. And one thing I'm noticing about Blake Griffin, his turnover ratio high. Just look at the last couple games. 2, 3, 4, 7. He had 1 versus OKC, 2 versus Golden State, 2 versus New York, and he had 5 versus Phoenix, and he had 9 versus Houston, 9 turnovers. So that just tells you that Pistons need help. They need a ball handler that can control the ball and can get that respect. And I don't think they trust Reggie Jackson like that, man. Even though he's showing a lot of discipline, I don't think they want him to relapse from the plan. But like I said, man, if they find out that thoracic syndrome that fixed Markelle Fultz's shoulder and he shoot normal, man, I'm taking a chance on him, man. If I can swing Josh Jackson as well too, man, I'm doing that. This is my personal opinion, but Boston got a lot of firepower, man. When you beat Boston and it's in the paint, Blake Griffin and Drummond needs to control the paint tonight. Less threes for Blake Griffin tonight, and more driving to the bucket, more posting up for him and Dre. Morris and Theus and Tatum and whoever else they got down there, the rookie they got at center, they should be able to hold Pistons, man, down there. The Pistons should have a field day, man. They should control the paint. They should control the boards. Um, Blake and Drummond should have like 5 dunks apiece tonight. And if Kennard can get him some shooting, Johnson can get him some shooting, Reggie can shoot. I think Reggie just needs to be a tad bit more aggressive. You know what I'm saying? But I understand why he's not being as aggressive as he could, because he's just trying to play the position the right way. But Kyrie tonight gonna be a problem. Tatum is always a problem. Hayward is becoming a problem once again. So they are stacked, but we was right there with them the last game, and obviously they don't have Al Horford, and that's what the Pistons can take advantage of. The Pistons need to take advantage of the paint. I mean, that's just what it is, man. Dre needs to become a rim defender and a better post defender. He need to play with that motor that he played versus Embiid the last time when he played the 76ers. And it's like, Drummond just don't be motivated. He don't have no motor, man. He have a motor when he chooses to have one. And, for him to kind of be the cornerstone of this franchise before Blake got here, that was never ideal to me, man, because the team would play off his emotion, The team play off his emotion. If he was up, and had a lot of energy, the team would play off that. If he was down and didn't have that energy and didn't bring that energy, the team would just quit. With Blake Griffin is different, but to be honest, 2 of the Detroit players have a reputation for being soft to the league. And that's 2 of their best, Drummond and Blake. And they need somebody with some type of toughness and some type of identity to the Pistons, man. And, like I say, man, I need to make a move. Man, Draymond Green, I know a lot of people don't like him, but I think he would bring the intangibles of some toughness to the Detroit Pistons, man. Really, really he would. If they're really looking to get rid of him to make Kevin Durant happy, that's somebody I look at too. Because he brings that thug and that edge that the Pistons need. The Pistons don't have that edge. Ain't nobody over there edgy. Ain't nobody got a reputation for being a tough guy. Ain't no Steven Adams. Ain't no Lambeer on this team or somebody tough in the middle. Dre is soft as a Poonsky, man, on Fat Tuesday. And sometimes he played that like he's stone cold hard, but he don't give it all the time. So they need somebody that's gonna be in their ear, hype them up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what position Draymond will fit. He can guard the 3, but they need that type of presence that can bring that team. I'm saying they gotta be Draymond, but they need that type of presence to give them some type of toughness, some type of edge. And that's one of the major things they're missing other than talent, especially talented guards. But tonight, Reggie Jackson on Kyrie is gonna be a key matchup. I think the biggest matchup is Blake Griffin and Drummond. Well, Drummond controlling the paint. That's the matchup tonight. Drummond should dominate, and the Pistons should dominate rebounds, paint scoring. They should dominate the paint. Dominate the paint, defend the 3-point line, and the Pistons should win tonight. If they do that. That's what it is. Dominate the boards, dominate inside scoring. Drummond and Griffin should dominate inside. And for the Boston Celtics, it's all going to be about, Kyrie penetrating, them moving the ball, and hitting open shots. They have an explosive team. They're very, very explosive. Very, very explosive, man. And if the Pistons don't have enough shooting, they're in a rut right now. But Blake and Drummond got to be the two horses that in the paint tonight. They need them all in the paint, dominating the paint, dominating the boards. I think Blake Griffin should have about 10 to 15 rebounds. Dre should have about 20 rebounds tonight. But, I think the losing streak going to continue tonight to 8 or 9, whatever it is. And I think Boston's winning streak going to extend to 9. I just don't think the Pistons got enough talent right now. I think they're figuring it out. It ain't Casey not making the proper adjustments. It's that they don't have enough talent. And Boston is too talented, man. And they lose Al Horford. I don't trust Dre to dominate tonight, man. Even at the crib, I don't trust him. But that's just my personal opinion. I think Boston's going to win 105-98. I think they're going to make it close at the end. I think Boston is going to really take off in the third quarter, leading into the fourth quarter and make separation. Hopefully I'm wrong. But Motor City Sports Talk, your boy CJ Goodfellow. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also, reach out to the email. Want to make a donation to the channel? That link's in the description as well. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Hopefully I got time to do a reaction video. And after the game, just woke up a little bit under the weather. But